to episode 5 of From Peaks to Properties. I am Amy Clark, and this is
Chris Mogensen. You're talking with a couple of real estate agents here with Royal LePage Solutions out in the beautiful Canmore.
We are currently standing at Secret Beach. Shh, don't tell anybody. Except everybody knows about this place because of Instagram and Google Maps. So right across from the Canmore helipad dog park, there is this great little trail that takes you down what we would lovingly call Cougar Creek, cement way?
I don't know. Yeah, pathway?
It doesn't actually really flow ever anymore because of all of the great flood mitigation, which we talked to you about in our last video. But if you take that down to here, you get to this absolutely beautiful little beach, one of Canmore's only real sandy beaches, and of course has the iconic Three Sisters mountain views.
So we figure we'll hang out here in one of Canmore's best publicly known secrets and just share a little bit about what's been going on as far as stats go, what's to come in the Bow Valley, and what other things we can expect to come as we move into springtime, and then following which, summertime, which is our really big tourist season time. So we're going to see there's a lot of hustle and bustle happening in town over the next few months.
We do recognize that we're about 2 weeks behind on our videos, but the market has been slammed. So that's my excuse as to why we haven't gotten a video out sooner to you. Chris, I don't know what his excuse is, but you know, we all have them.
We've all got tons of things which have been up and coming, and Amy's been very busy, and she's going to share some of those new exciting updates with you in a little bit.
You know what I'm most excited for?
Oh, tell me.
The Canmore Mountain Market is about to start.
So for those of you who don't know what the Canmore Mountain Market is, if you've never visited the Bow Valley, Canmore or Banff, starting during May long weekend,
May 21st.
Right after May long weekend, May 21st, which so every Thursday from
right
that May long.
No, the May long weekend's this weekend. Yeah, no, we're good. Yep, he's right.
From that Thursday and runs right up until Thanksgiving. Every week there is a mountain made market where you can go buy some fresh produce. There's a lot of artisanal arts and crafts and a whole bunch of other things that you can pick up there. Pierogies,
sushi, and food and live entertainment.
Completely open to the public that anybody can go to, and that happens on Thursdays
at Elevation Place.
At Elevation Place in Canmore, and on Wednesdays in Banff.
Yep.
So that's some exciting news that's up and coming.
If you're going to the Canmore one, like, park somewhere else, walk into town. The Elevation Place parking lot never has any parking to be able to go to the mountain market. It's always fully packed. So find somewhere else to park and then walk into town. It's worth it.
It's a fun activity to go do and something fun to go check out. And for those of you who like to, again, go buy your some of your groceries, fruits and vegetables as fresh as you can get them, that can be done there. So
sure can.
What else have we got that's up and coming? There's a couple other things that are going to be happening in Canmore shortly after.
We know we like our festivals.
We love our festivals.
We love our festivals here. So we have a new little film festival happening on the 28th and the 30th at Arts Place, which is all about mountain adventuring, which is kind of what we do here, right?
The Adventure Film Festival. So that's something where if you go onto the Arts Place website, you can go, I guess it's through Eventbrite, and you can go and purchase tickets for these if that's something that you are interested in. But you know, we're going to have that now throughout the year, all kinds of things. And Arts Place is really good for putting on some great events that you can actually go onto their website and you can buy essentially punch passes. You can buy packages, either one-off tickets for certain events, or because they have things that go on all year round, you can selectively choose what things you want to register for in advance and buy packages at a discounted price.
Yep. And this mountain film festival that we have going on is I believe a great mixed bag of different adventure sports and things that are presented here, and should be a really great show. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, check it out for sure.
Oh, so that's some fun stuff. Well, besides that, why don't we talk about a little bit as far as what's been going on? How has the spring market and all of these things that we're ramping up for as we move into the summer, how is that stuff affecting the market?
It has been so busy. I mean, your Canmore spring market is always busy, but I have felt that it's been exceptional this year. And I'm not sure if that's a culmination of what's happening out in the world. We all know that there's a lot going out in the world, and that people are maybe wanting to move their money to something a little bit more tangible. I've certainly seen the investment side of things shifting to to property and tangible assets that they can have, or a mountain hideaway where they can just hide and not have to deal with it all.
Besides the fact that the market has been moving, there has been over 50 sales that have happened in the last 30 days. And I'll run through those numbers in a bit. 50 sales in a month is pretty considerable for a small market like Canmore.
Yeah.
But we currently, besides having a larger volume of sales, we have 162 properties that are currently on market. Some of them might be pending.
Most that I've seen in a long time, actually.
It's at least over 3 years, 3 to 4 years since there's been that volume of properties on market. Yeah. Now, some of those are pending conditions. Okay, and out of these properties that we have, of the 162, 155 which are active, 9 of them are actually that visitor accommodation to short-term rental properties.
Up from what, 4 in the beginning when we started making these videos?
Go back to February, there was like 4 of them. We currently have 9. Then we have 6 fractionals on top of that. So once we start looking at these short-term rental opportunities, whether it be a fractional option, if you're looking for something that's a little bit lesser cost that you can use on occasion, which we've spoken about again in our other video, or if you're looking for a full ownership of one of these short-term rental properties that you can use for yourself or that can be used as an investment purpose, we've got about 15 of them that are for sale. That's not even talking our new construction ones, because then new construction is another thing.
Stuff coming on.
But as far as then our single family homes, so the rest of them, I actually have my numbers down here. Single family homes, we've got 39 detached homes up for sale. Okay, 40 townhomes or row homes, and then the other 10 that are up are duplexes. So there's a lot of options and variations for people who are out there if you're looking for some good options in Canmore and Bow Valley.
There sure are. And like, nice to have some selection finally. So as a buyer, you actually can take a look and choose something that you really like. Yeah. So Chris was kidnapped just now by a group of 4 women that were asking for an escort out of this area. So he's taken off on me. And that's okay, because we were at the point where I was about to tell you about my new listing anyways. So here we go. You really should watch my other YouTube video about this property because it is absolutely exceptional. I have my listing at 700 8th Avenue. It is right in the heart of downtown Canmore, but feels like it is so far removed. It is an absolute exceptional property. It was built by all-weather builders and it was designed by Russell and Russell. And so the immaculate detail of this property is just unparalleled to anything else that's out there on the market right now. Give you the details. It is a 2-bed, 2.5-bath, half duplex. It has an oversized detached single car garage with a grass roof. It has heated patio stone, really actually from property line to property line, so front to back. Anything that is cement on that property is heated, which I think is just so cool because there is no shoveling to be done throughout the winter. And for somebody that does a lot of shoveling in the winter, I would really certainly appreciate having that. On top of that, it has a huge, huge kitchen island, just open concept, beautiful, beautiful living area. It is for sale at $2,240,000. Again, just an exceptional property and certainly worth taking a look at that other video of mine showcasing just the beauty of that property. If you have any questions, you want to see more, or you want to be part of an open house, come check it out. I found Chris.
I'm back.
He's back. So Chris, what I wanted to touch base on was the new build up in Three Sisters called Altitude.
That is a big project. That's getting a lot of attention in the Bow Valley.
Yeah, it is a big project, and I'm lucky enough to have 2 new buyers to the market that have purchased in the phase 3 that was just released with Altitude. And you know, I love to give kudos where kudos is due. And I can say that working with Altitude thus far has been an absolute exceptional experience for both me and my buyers, which is more important than me. But it's just been like great communication. Really, they tie everything in together and they walk you through the process and they make you feel super comfortable in what you're purchasing. I always get a little sketched out with pre-builds.
You know what? it's so important, and it's important to have that really good reputation, because if you hadn't noticed, or if you're at all familiar with the Bow Valley market right now, the Canmore market, there's a lot of building that's happening. A
There
lot of
is.
that being short-term rentals. There is a lot of residential being built as well. There was a little bit of a hiatus on massive building for a number of years, and they've sort of kicked it all back into gear now. And in all honesty, a lot of that, or that pause that went on for a number of years, that has had a big impact on why there's been so much of a housing shortage and availability shortage in Canmore. So it's nice to see that coming back.
So
But
what's important about the altitude builds is that they're residential and they're within that Canmore affordable range.
yep,
The two buyers that I've brought to this property have both been first-time home buyers looking for things that are under $700,000, and they've achieved that.
the other thing which is really important is that they're also adding in some things that the Three Sisters neighborhood, where it's located, has been in huge dire need of, which is some more commercial sections and stores and a grocery store over there.
IGA, Pet Value, the Dollarama. Oh my goodness, Canmore has a Dollarama again. Yay!
That has been one of the things which has been sort of sometimes has turned people off of the Three Sisters neighborhood, which is that
accessibility.
accessibility.
Right?
Everybody
Accessibility
likes,
is a
if
big
you're
one.
in Canmore, it's such an active and outdoor lifestyle. If you can walk downtown to go get your groceries and you can be within a 5, 10, or 15-minute or 20-minute walking distance, why would you not? Or jump on your bike. And the Three Sisters, although it's possible, it's a little bit further out.
It's biking back up the hill to your house.
So
by any bike.
that's something that's been really needed, and really happy to see that. And it's going to have a huge impact on that entire neighborhood in a really positive way, not just from a lifestyle, but also from a price point and value too.
Yep, absolutely. And they're really good, solid builds. They have already had phase 1 and phase 2 released. Phase 1 is taking possession and people are very happy with what they're getting. Phase 3 was just released and they sold 9 units in the first day of release, which is unheard of. And just so happy for them that
That's great.
it has been such a great experience working
Now,
with them.
that being said, as we talk about that, if you're somebody who's interested in any of these newer builds, it's important to reach out to somebody like Amy or myself who knows these different builds and the
reputation of the developers
that are building them. Because again, that's going to significantly impact, because as Amy said, sometimes you got to be a little bit wary about these new builds. You don't always get exactly what you're expecting. Plans can change, prices can change, or even question of the quality. So it's really important to know what you're getting into. The ones that are being built now are completing as early as now this summer, and other ones having been announced and will continue into 2027 and 2028 as well. So these are always options on the table, but you do have to be knowledgeable and conscientious about what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
So then reaching out to somebody, either be the two of us or another realtor that you have confidence in, is really important.
Yep. Chris, let's talk about the great outdoors.
The great
outdoors.
outdoors.
The weather has finally shifted. We're in t-shirts and I'm in short pants, even though Chris is going to tell you not to hike like that.
You shouldn't hike like that. Not right now.
Not right now. Why is that?
Oh, well, see, as we come into June and everything's defrosting, and I've just mentioned this to other people before, and they go, what? I've never heard of that. We move into tick season.
Yeah.
And this is where all those little buggers, they are waking up from their frost and, they're hungry. So right now, for the next 3 weeks, as we come into the second half of May and that first part in midway into June, you do have to be very knowledgeable, or not just knowledgeable, but just aware of yourself. And whenever you go out on a hike, to make sure that you're ideally wearing long pants.
Tuck your socks in, they say.
Tuck your socks in, whether it be for you, whether it be for your pets or for your friends that you got with you. They all need to be checked whenever you come back from any kind of a long hike, because you might be bringing back an unwanted hitchhiker.
I guess the main point of hiking in the spring is to just be conscientious. As you can see, I'm carrying my bear spray. I knew where I was going, so there was no long grass here. I felt comfortable not wearing pants with my socks tucked in.
I just like pants.
He just likes pants. But you do have to be careful and make sure you check yourself, because the last thing you want is a creepy crawly bug on you, because That just freaks me out. I just can't. I can't do that.
You won't be getting many more hikes out of me until we hit into July.
There you go.
July is going to be my time. Then I'll have a whole bunch of content for you, and maybe even we'll film some content from up top somewhere.
There you go.
That could be a big
That's
plan.
an idea. All right, so we've hit what's happening in Canmore. We've hit stats. We talked about my new listing without Chris. We talked about
Chris came back.
Chris came back. He disappeared. He came back. We talked about altitude. We talked about hiking.
We talked about a decent amount of stuff.
And now we're gonna say, hey, if you want to buy or sell a house, give us a call, and we'll make it happen for you.
Thank you for joining us for episode 5 of From Peaks to Properties with Amy Clark and Chris Mogensen. So again, yeah, if you have any questions about anything you heard today, or any questions about things maybe you haven't heard yet today that has to do with the Bow Valley, be it the real estate market or the rental market, or just the Bow Valley in general, please feel free to reach out. We've got a wealth of information and knowledge that we can share with you. And otherwise, we hope that you join us back next time for episode 6.
You bet. Maybe we'll remember that it's episode 6 now.
We had trouble with that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.